What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode number 3 of the NHL 20 GMO commentary series right here on the Armchair GM Sports Network. We are here with the Seattle Kraken, here to begin year number 2, the 2020-2021 season. If you guys missed the first 2 episodes, go back and check them out. I showed you guys the results of the expansion draft. We simmed through year 1, and we also went through this past offseason. We had a pretty solid NHL draft, and then we had a pretty solid offseason with the big signing of Torrey Krug to a 1-year contract worth $9.9, which we're going to see how it works this year with Torrey Krug, and I will base it off of extending his contract long term. I'm thinking maybe by the trade deadline, we kind of take a look at who's left on a 1-year deal on our team and offer contract extensions to those players who deserve it, definitely. But for sure, I think we're going to have a pretty good year this year. As you guys can see, I showed you guys in the last video what the line combinations are going to look like this year. Pretty solid top 6. We'll roll with them at first. If anything changes, I think I might make it a little change. I think if Timashow comes out, just in case, is there someone we can replace him with? Okay, so Tanner Pearson. So I'll take a look at that. Pearson and Timashow, to switch him around if Timashaw's not producing well on that first line. I hope he will. With Backlund and Okposo, I think they could have a pretty solid line going, and then you have it backed up by this solid second line of Cirelli, Hinostroza, and Kalle Järnkrok. Then we have a third line, which is pretty solid as well, with the power forward Max Jones, Sammy Blaze, and Daniel Sprong, the sniper on the right side. And then you have a pretty solid fourth line with Tanner Pearson and Bukestad in the last year of their contracts, most likely going to be let go, and then force back a Carlson to go on the right wing. As for the D pairing, we have the first pairing of our franchise player, Colby Hickey. He'll be playing right with the newcomer, Torrey Krug, to help him develop, and they have a +3 line chemistry combination there. So Hickey will be playing like an 85, and Krug will be playing like a 91. So this will be a really solid first D pairing line. We have Nudi Vara and Jared Spurgeon with the +1, and then nothing for Honka and Hycheck, but they're both listed as top 6 right now, so that's perfect for them to just round out the bottom pair D. I think I did everything. No, I haven't done all the special team lineups. We might as well go through those right now. So we'll start with the first power play line. I think the centerman should be Anthony Cirelli, or maybe Backlund's got... Looks like Bukestad's got pretty good stats. But I think Cirelli, he's got the better sense. So, we're going to put Cirelli as the first line center. Now, as for the right wing or left winger, I need a right-handed shot. Daniel Sprong could be the guy. Let's move Sprong up here for now. So, already got a +1. We need a left shot guy up there. Where is Järnkrok? He's left-handed, I believe, right? No, he's right-handed. Okposo's right-handed. We have a plethora of right-handed shots on this team. My God. Let's try Tanner Pearson up there on the left. Is that... Okay, gets rid of the +1, but Sammy Blaze won't be up there. So for now, let's put Pearson. Unless we put Timashow. So Timashow makes it back to the +1. So that could be a good power play 1. Torrey Krug will be on the left, and then we need a right-handed shot with Spurgeon. Now, does it change to a +3 with anybody here? No. And we're not gonna put Hickey because he's a defensive defenseman. He doesn't work well in the power play. Honka, no. Nudi Vara, no. Okay, so if Hinostroza went up there, does that do anything? No. I kind of want to forward at that right or that left side with a right shot. So Hinostroza, I think maybe, but I kind of want him maybe on the second power play unit here. So Spurgeon and Krug, we'll leave that for now. Honka shoots right, so he'll be on this side. Backlund, Pearson. Maybe find someone else for this side that shoots left, which is tough. I know it's really tough. Does Forsbacka Carlson shoot left? Oh, he shoots right. I think we might have to have a right-handed shot on that side because I don't think we're going to find anybody. Max Jones, he shoots left, but I don't think that will do anything. No. I don't know if this switching these guys around does something. No. All right. We're going to have a right-handed shot, but who would we have? Maybe Järnkrok, because Järnkrok would need some power play time. Let's see what happens. We put Järnkrok out there. If we switched him up here, no, nothing. What if we moved Pearson up here? No. Moves the +1 down. Honka. No. Move this around. No. If we move Backlund, Cirelli. No. Wow. So I don't think we're going to get a plus for that second line unless we move Backlund out and we put, like, Bukestad. Would that work? Okay, so Bukestad makes it a +1. So, unfortunately, Backlund won't be there. Now, does Backlund shoot left? Because then I can put him on D. He does. What if we put Backlund instead of Pearson? Does that get rid of it? No. Okay, so there we go. So, Honka and Backlund will play the point. We'll have Bukestad, Hinostroza, and Yarncroc. Let's just make sure it doesn't do anything. Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, so that'll be our second power play unit. It should be the first, but you know what? I think giving these guys some time in the first unit would definitely help their growth in Timashow and Sprong. And then they're playing with Cirelli, with Spurgeon, and Krugs. I think they could have a pretty good power play 1 unit, then followed by a threatening number 2 as well. So I think it's a solid pair. As for this is definitely a mix-up here, my lord. We're going to take Backlund out. We're going to put Bukestad because it looked like it worked. So far, so good. Spurgeon and Krug. Honka. And who was it? Was it Yarncroc or... No, it's Backlund. We put Backlund at the point. Still doesn't do anything. What if we moved anyone down? No. I kind of want Sprong to get some time, though, so put Sprong up here. What if we moved Hinostroza and we put Yarncroc? Does that do anything? No. Okay. So, yeah, we'll just keep it like this. Yeah, we're not getting a plus, but that's okay. As for the penalty kill, we don't have to move anyone. There's no negatives. 3. Okay, there's a negative here. I don't know if it's going to do anything. Hickey and Spurgeon. What if Hickey played with... Are both defensemen out here? Hickey and Hychek. Them playing together should have done something. And what if they played with Pozo? No, that wouldn't do anything. Backlund. What about Bukestad? No, definitely not. Cirelli. No. Let's just keep Backlund out there then, and we need to find someone here. Does Bukestad help maybe this pairing? No. What about Sammy Blaze? No. Oh, this is going to be tough. I hate that negative. What about Jones? No. No, we already tried Okposo. What about first back of Carlson? No. I mean, this makes it a -1. Which is better than -3. Might have to just keep it this way. Let's just kind of move people around, see if we can even it out. No, we can't, but that's okay. You know what? We'll leave it like that. As for the extras, the 4-on-4 unit, I want... Why is this all mixed up like this? Cirelli. Oh. Sammy Blaze. No. Michael Backlund's got to be over here. So Backlund played line 1. Backlund will play with... we're going to put Hinostroza. Then we'll put Yarncroc on the second one with Cirelli. D pairing is... We're going to put Hickey up on line 1. And then we're going to put... Why is Okposo center? We'll put Bukes... Actually, no. We're going to put Sammy Blaze as a third pairing with Daniel Sprong as a sniper. And Hychek and Honka. And then 3-on-3. Of course, it's all mixed up. Put Michael Backlund out. Okay. Gotta make sure our snipers are out there. Daniel Sprong. Kelly Yarncroc. There we go. And we need Hinostroza. She's a playmaker, but that's okay. All right, so Hinostroza, and then Krug will play line 1, Spurgeon, and let's put Honka out there because I want him to get some time as well. Make sure attackers are good. Shootout should not start with Torrey Krug. Not sure why they choose to put defenses on shootout. Dylan Sprong should be out there. We should have Kelly Yarncroke out there. So Yarncroke should start, then Sprong, then Timashow, then we'll have Hinostroza, and then Tanner Pearson to round it out. How about that? Goalies, Eric Comrie start, Reimer backup, and there we go. All right, so we cycled through that really quickly. There's our AHL. Just to do a quick look. We don't really need to do anything with the AHL. There's not a lot of rookies playing, so that they can stay the way they are. But that is our lineup, all fixed. Sorry that took so long. So let's get into some season simulation. Let's not waste any more time here. Let's just sim to the regular season. We got to fix the trading block or else we'll get 1,000 trades before the season even starts. We are not looking at trading anybody just yet. Maybe by the deadline we'll see, but right now we're not looking. We want to see what our lineup is going to be all about for this second year. And then we have a big trade alert. All right, so Devin Taves went to Philly and for a couple of prospects. So it is what that is. Let's move on. But I'm expecting a big year here out of the Seattle Kraken. I think we had a pretty solid first year, barely making the playoffs. I think we can be a playoff team this year in year number 2. If not, again, I'd still be a competitive team in the season and at least make the playoffs. Maybe lose out in the first round. Maybe make it to like the conference finals, but at least get some playoff experience in there. But I hope that we can at least make the playoffs. If not, again, I won't be upset. I've already done the scouting assignment, so we didn't waste any time here. So let's just sim. I'm not going to cut the video here. I'm going to let you guys watch the simulation here. We'll see if any big trades happen in the NHL. But we're going to sim all the way up to the trade deadline. So that should round out the video by then. So I'm hoping for a big year again out of the Seattle Kraken. Hopefully we can have another solid year like we did last year. Last year, again, like you guys seen in the previous videos, missing the playoffs by 1 point. To our arch rivals, the Vancouver Canucks. Hopefully, we can be the ones to make the playoffs over the Vancouver Canucks, or maybe we both make it. Maybe we'll play the Canucks in the first round. That would be an ultimate first round matchup for the Kraken and the Canucks, two new arch rivals here in the NHL. As you can see, not a terrible start, pretty decent start. Looks like our amateur scout says the rookies are good for this year, so it's a good thing we acquired some draft picks. So yeah, 5-5-3, not the greatest start now as we get into the month of November. It looks like we're in a little bit of a losing streak, but that's all right. Just got to keep going here. I think if we make it, if we start to like lose drastically, maybe I may stop the simulation and tweak some things in the lineup because it looks like we're losing a lot in overtime and a shootout. Like I'm not seeing a lot of shootout wins or overtime wins. I'm seeing a lot of shootout losses. So maybe we fix the shootout lineup a little bit to start getting some wins there. So let's just see here. We're into December, starting off with losses. There's a win. Don't need to view the draft class. Okay, there's another loss. So yeah, we're staying almost at like 500 here. So it's and we're in 6th place in the division. So who knows what's going to happen. There's a shootout win. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Okay, a big 7-5 win over Dallas. 5-2 win over the Islanders. So we're such an inconsistent team so far at the beginning of this year. So up and down, but it looks like we're picking it up a little bit here with some wins. There's another loss. Another loss. Yikes. Seems like we win a couple, then we lose a bunch. Then we win a couple, and we lose a bunch. Okay, so the Winnipeg Jets have fired their coach. The auto-generated Khalil Gomez is fired. The Khalil Gomez, guys. Oh, man. Maybe we should go sign Khalil Gomez. Nah. Our coach is doing just fine, I think. We'll see, though. We'll see. So far, again, like we're pretty even here. Now, the Bruins have fired their coach, not Butch Cassidy, but Marcel Gervais has been fired from the Boston Bruins. Here's another loss. Okay, another loss. My God. Oh, there's an overtime win. We won an overtime there. A shootout win. Okay. So we're coming up on the trade deadline here. We're still pretty even. We're still losing a lot in the shootout. Definitely going to have to tweak that a little bit. There's an overtime win. Another regulation win. A couple of them there. All right, 25, 22, and 8. There's a loss. Overtime win. So it's going slow because either a trade's coming in or we're going to see a trade or a fire. So it's slowing down a little bit. We got a trade alert. Okay, there we go. So, this is actually a big one. So, to the Anaheim Ducks, Brendan Gallagher and Mikhail Bodker, who was on our team but we released. Remember that. And then to Montreal, Cam Fowler and Trevor Van Riemsdyk. So, not a bad-looking trade there right before the deadline. And we got another one. So, to Chicago, a second and a third from Dallas. And then Dallas will get Brendan Saad in a fifth. So, Brendan Saad, now a member of the Dallas Stars. You know what? We're going to actually stop the simulation here and just see what our team's been doing. Maybe we get a better outlook at the trade deadline. So Torrey Krug is actually leading our team with 37 points. We may have to give him that contract extension. We'll see how he's doing with Colby Hickey. So we will sort by forwards first. Leading the way, Michael Backlund, Anthony Cirelli, Timashow. A lot of negatives, so maybe we need to tweak the lineup a little bit. But Timashow is actually at 31 points. I'd like maybe to see a little bit more out of him. But him, Backlund, and Kyle Okposo are still in the top for points. Same with a lot of other people here. Daniel Sprong, Forrest Baca Carlson with 16 goals. God, on that fourth line. Incredible, this kid, man. See here, Sammy Blaze, Bukestad, Jones. Okay, so it's not the greatest, but not too bad. I don't know if it's the forwards or lack of scoring. Krug, Honka. So Hickey only with 7 points, but he's already up to an 84. Look at the growth we're getting out of this kid by playing with Torrey Krug. Now, you guys, he's not going to get a lot of points. He is a defensive defenseman, but playing with Torrey Krug on that first D pairing is doing wonders for him. He's already an 84, probably going to be up to like an 86, 87 by next year. And look at his defensive stats now. 90 stick checking, 91 shot blocking, 89 defensive awareness. His physical stats have gone up as well. So we're getting a lot of growth out of Colby Hickey there. So don't get discouraged about the points. He's playing just well with Torrey Krug. I know they're a -8 and a -1. It's very weird how one could be different than the other. But we'll see how the goalies are doing here. So Comrie, not bad. For what our team is right now, 20-12-4 is not bad. His save percentage is at 910. Looks like Reimer's kind of having a bounce back year with his save percentage and goals against average now being a backup. But that is not a bad stat line. So Eric Comrie is not the problem here. So something else is happening in our team that's not is preventing us from doing well in the standings. So it might be the lack of scoring. I'd like to see someone at least with 50 points by the deadline. And the most goals on the team, like you're getting most goals out of Kyle Okposo, Sprong, and a guy in the fourth line. So I don't know, maybe Timashow should go down to the fourth line for the rest of the year. We can move up Pearson to see how he does in his last year. So let's just sim to the deadline, and then we'll go through everyone's trading blocks and see if we can pick someone up maybe. We'll see where we're at the trade deadline because we still got a couple of games here before that. So let's just sim quickly to it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 games until 5 games, including the Boston one, before the trade deadline. So let's just see how we are. So facing the Boston Bruins, a shootout loss. And then we got a big trade alert. So Anaheim has been making some deals, man. They acquired a second-round pick this year and next year, and Dan Hamhuis and a goalie, I believe it's a prospect, to Detroit, Jakob Silverberg. So Detroit getting Silverberg in a fourth and a fifth. So Anaheim has been busy. And look, they're making another trade. Oh, my God. They are stacking up Shattenkirk and Zaitsev from Ottawa. And then they traded Brendan Gallagher. They just acquired him to Ottawa with Getzlav. Oh, my God. What a trade. Oh, man. Things are happening in Anaheim, guys. My Lord. And then look at this. We're losing on our way up to the deadline. And stop it. So they just got Shattenkirk and Zaitsev. They're acquiring players and flipping them right away. And a 6 to Chicago for Jonathan Taves in a third. Oh, my God. Okay, I thought it was going to be Anaheim again. There's another minor deal. Holy crap. Maybe we should make a trade with Anaheim. They seem to be wanting to just move anybody for anything. That's insane. We'll see how we do our last game against, so Colorado and Columbus making a big move there with Ryan Murray going to Colorado. Colorado's back end is going to be filth. Carolina and Arizona making a big deal there, and Arizona acquiring Jake Bean and another prospect for Jarmelson and Justin Williams. I'm loading some contract there, and then we lose to Dallas. So doesn't really look like we're going to be a playoff team, guys, this year. We might have to stock up some draft picks here. So let's just take a look at our team and see if there's anybody we should be unloading. Start with centermans. I don't think we're going to be trading anybody here. Sorelli, no. Blaze is going up to an 82, and they're our future. Maybe we move on from Bukestad and we put forward back a Carlson back at center on the fourth line. We could probably move someone up. Yeah, you could probably move Dalco up to the fourth line or Joel Armia. So I think we can move on from Nick Bukestad for sure. Left wingers, maybe we move on from Tanner Pearson as well. Trade him off the fourth line and maybe keep Timashow on that first line, see how he does for the rest of the season. Out of the net, I don't think we need to trade anybody else. So we will have to make a contract to Torrey Krug in the offseason. Julius Honka, I'd love to keep, but he's saying no for now. We might have to give him a lot of money to stay. So other than that, I don't think we need to move on from anybody. No, Eric Comrie also needs a contract. He wants to stay as well. So, yeah, we'll see how the rest of the year goes. So, for sure, we'll have to move on from Nick Bukestad. He'll be the one to trade away. So, what we're going to be looking for is we'll have to go to our trading block. So, I believe we can get to it from here. Yeah, edit trading block. Let's go to team wants. We want current picks, any first, second, and third, and then future. We'll take future first round picks. I'm all for that. No future fourths. So first to thirds and current and future picks. So that's what we were looking for a Nick Bukestad. So we'll put Nick Bukestad up here on the board. Nope, centerman. All right, we'll see what we can get. Let's go back. Go over to centerman. There we go. And, oops, what did I hit? Trade block? Oops, okay. So now I got to go back. Oh, these menus, man. All right, so Bukestad. Let's find trade. What could we get for Nick Bukestad? We have two teams interested in Nick Bukestad. So we have the Carolina. The Florida Panthers looking to reacquire Nick Bukestad. And then the Washington Capitals. So the Panthers are looking to give us third-round picks for this year and next year. And Washington is looking to give us a second-round pick for this year. I'm leaning more towards Washington because that's a second-round pick, and it could be worth a lot. 2/3 is also pretty enticing as well. You know what? I think we're going to go with the Washington Capitals. So we'll go Washington, second-round pick for Nick Bukestad. Accept trade. Nick Bukestad, thank you very much for your service here with the Seattle Kraken. So let's call up a forward. I believe it'll be, who do we want, Joel Armia or Michael Dalcol? I think we could call up Michael Dalcol. You know what, we're giving Michael Dalcol some time up on the NHL squad. I think he deserves it. So we'll call him up. We'll go to edit lines. And then we'll put Forrest Carlson back at center here. And Michael Dalcol on the fourth line. Oh, God, Andreas Janssen. I totally forgot about him. We probably should move on from him. Oh, God. Someone probably seen that in the beginning of the video and was like, hello. Oh, man. Okay, so Dalcol there. Let's just see something. We do get a +1 doing it this way, but I really want to keep Timashow there. You know what? I really want to keep him there. So, you know what? We'll keep Pearson there as well, or maybe we can move on from Tanner Pearson. Maybe package him up with Andreas Janssen. So that's that. It's probably going to want us to change the AHL line. Is there someone we can just put in here for now? This guy, Lindquist. Does it make a +3? Anybody else? No? That's fine. Okay. We'll keep him there. All right. So, this stuff. Oh, man. Just substitute. The AHL squad, it does not matter. What did I miss here? There we go. That's fine. All right. So, now we need to find a trade for Andreas Janssen. Sorry, Andreas Janssen. I totally forgot about you. My God. I'm a bad GM for that. Find trade. Go to, I believe, it's a left winger. And Andreas Janssen. So let's select him. Let's find a trade for him. Find trade. No trades for Andreas Janssen. Really? Okay. So what if we did Tanner Pearson and Andreas Janssen? We package them up. No trades. What if we just did Tanner Pearson? So we got someone for Tanner Pearson. So the Seattle Kraken 2. Okay, so it's Florida. So they're offering the same, or actually 2 third-round picks for this year. Okay. You know what? I like that. So I'm going to trade him. Tanner Pearson, thanks for being part of the Seattle Kraken, but you're being traded to this Florida Panthers. There you go. And then now I don't think we need to call anybody up because Andreas Janssen, because I think now he can just fit right into that fourth line, even though I don't want him on the fourth line. Let's just put him in for now and see what we can do. So let's put in Andreas Janssen. It's a negative. All right, so it doesn't make it a +3, but it makes it a +1. Yikes. Okay. You know what? Since it's not going to... I really want... This sucks. Maybe we you know what? Maybe we find a trade for Janssen and then we call somebody else up like Armia. I know we can find something if we look. So let's just keep this for now and go into proposed trade. Should be able to find someone. Let's take a look at people's trading blocks, see what we can acquire. Anaheim's got nothing. It's shocking Anaheim's got nothing after all the trades they made. Let's see. They want to get rid of Krejci. No, I don't really want someone with a contract. Let's just move. Maybe a prospect or two. Okay. Shanger, which you just acquired, they put him on the trading block. Same with Zaitsev. GT Confer. No. I mean, we can't look for players, guys, because like we're not a playoff team. I don't think we will. Prospects will probably be one. Jason Robertson's not bad. He could be a good sniper for us for the future. Could take a look at him, or maybe a centerman, because we don't have any center prospects. Ty Dellandrea could be the guy. You know what? Then they want to get rid of Jamie Drysdale too? Oh, okay. Hang on a sec here. So for now, let's just put these two in here. Okay, so let's go to Andreas Janssen, which they do want. So we'll put Andreas Janssen in there. So that's one guy. We had to put someone else in here, which I don't think they have anybody to give them. Not getting him Dawson Mercer. There's no D-man that they with trade value that I'd want to give them. I mean, Samuel Moran would probably be one. Let's just put him in there. Goalies, no. And draft picks, what do we got? This year we have 1 first, 2 seconds, 3 thirds. Now, what if we added the Washington Capitals second round pick and one of our thirds? So that they still would need another skater. Would be more than 45 skaters. So we would need to take another skater back, is what it's saying. Is there someone that they have with like no trade value we can just take on the team that has 1 year left? This guy, Kiro. That will have more than 45 skaters. Okay, what is happening here? Take another guy? All right, there we go. So This might go through. It may. I mean, they want to get rid of Dellandrea and Drysdale, and we're giving them Andres Janssen and Sam Moran a second and a third. So let's see if that goes through. Rejected. Okay, so maybe not Washington's second. We can get rid of ours because we do have Washington's. At least we'll have a second-round pick. So let's just throw ours into the mix here and see if that makes a difference. So our second-round pick, a third, Moran, Janssen for Dellandrea, Drysdale, and those two randos. Okay, no. So maybe only acquire one of them. So if we took Drysdale out, we took that second-round pick out. So a third, Moran and Janssen for Dellandrea and those two randos. Would that go through? All right, it would. So we got Ty Dellandrea. So we have a center prospect that we have. I mean, we're going to draft more, obviously, with the draft coming up. So let's just call up Joel Armia to come on the team and then fix the lines. After that, I don't think we need to make any more trades. Let's put Joel Armia in here. Hopefully that doesn't make it a negative. I'm praying to God it doesn't. It needs a two-way, and it doesn't. Okay, that's fine if it's even. I'm fine with that. We could put Sammy Blaze, but we're going to keep him on the second line. And let's just see. Yeah, okay. So that's all the trades we're going to make. Let me just fix the AHL lineup, and we can sim the rest of the season. Let's just move everybody up. There. Let's put someone else in here. Sure, we have someone. Oh, man, we have nobody. We're going to have to put a D-man down here. Oh, that's not going to look good. And I'll put, is it a defensive defenseman or an offensive? He's an offensive, so it could be okay. No. Oh, boy, a -3. You know what? That's okay. You know what? Actually, let's just best lines it. It's the AHL. Best lines. There you go. So we're fine with that. All right. So let's just send the rest of the season and see where we end up. Made our trades. I think we're built for the future some more here. Definitely not going to be a I can't really say that. We may still be a competing team depending on how we do for the rest of the month. So we'll see how that goes. So let's just sim right on up to the last day of the regular season and see how we do for the rest after the trade deadline. So we're already starting off with a win there and then a 5-1 loss to the Islanders. I think we're going to be back and forth, to be honest. So we'll have some work to do in the offseason. Yeah, look at this. It's just like a seesaw with the wins and losses here. Win, loss, win, loss. I think we're going to keep this. Let's see if we can keep this consistency. So win, loss, win, loss. Oh, my God. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games we've done the same. So there's a win. So we should lose to Buffalo if it stays. Okay, no, we ruined it with a win. Well, sort of. We kind of ruined it. But then we got 2 losses to back that up. So we're in a way, we're still staying consistent with the win-loss ratio, except there. 4 in a row. Washington, we win. Edmonton, we lose. Tampa Bay, we won 3-0. Montreal, shootout win, and we win 4-1 to end of the season. So before we go and check the standings and everything, guys, let's just kind of go back and see our arch rivals. I always want to keep a tab on the Vancouver Canucks. So we lost 1-0 to them in that matchup, and that was the same game. Did we play them in the beginning of the year? And we won that one. So we went 1-1 with them this year. Not a bad, and preseason doesn't count, but we went 1-1 with them in the season standing. So far in history, we're 3-1 up on the Canucks. So we'll have to tab that, guys. We're 3-1 up on them. I think that's a pretty good, rivalry record so far. So let's just take a look at the standings. We finished the season with the worst record than last year, but 37, 35, and 10. 84 points. Let's see how far we missed the playoffs by. 95, 89. So we missed the playoffs by 5 points. Edmonton made it. Vancouver, but look at that. We made 2 more points than the Vancouver Canucks. They didn't make it this year, so at least we did better than our arch rivals. Goals against per game, 274. That's got to be better. Goals for, I would love to have it at a 3-something as well. So, not a bad year. Again, we're not upset if we don't make the playoffs. We're a rebuilding team. It's going to take us a while to get into that playoff groove. Let's take a look at the player stats. Anthony Cirelli leading the way with 53 points. I think we're going to get some offseason growth out of him for sure. Timashow ending with 50 points, so that's a big year for him. See what he had last year. So he had 38 points, and now he's up to a 50-point year. So he is slowly growing. I think that's a good sign for Dmytro Timashov. Sprung with 44 points. Yarncroc with 44 points. Down from the 70 he had last year, but that's all right. And then everyone else. I still would like to see more productivity out of a lot of players. But look at that for Baska Carlson, man. 22 goals. This guy could actually be a center sniper for us. So we're going to have to keep an eye on him. We might have to do some things with Forsbacka Carlson there. Defense, let's take a look. Hickey ending off the year with 11 points. But again, defensive defenseman, guys, points aren't the one thing we're looking at with Hickey. It's his actual game. Only a -2 with everyone else being worse except for Honka and Hychek on that last D pairing doing wonders. 83, so Honka getting some growth. And Torrey Krug with 53 points. Looks like we might have to hold on to Mr. Krug. Comrie having a decent year, 27, 20, and 5. Still above 900 for save percentage, and his goals against average is not bad at all. So Comrie is not the problem here, guys. I think we're going to keep rolling on with Comrie until we need to change something in the net. Or the net, we don't need to look at the AHL squad. There wasn't really any rookies down there playing. What I do want to see really quickly, though, is if we've had growth from the unsigned prospects. So let's go to progress reports. We're going to go into in the system and see what we've gotten. So Grigorenko has actually gotten some growth. The medium bottom 6 guy. Olsen's up to a 71, so he'll be able to play. I think he was just playing in the AHL, was he not? Yeah, I believe he could. Dawson Mercer, though, up to a 70. He had a pretty good year in his last year, I believe. He'll probably be ready to go next year in the AHL. We'll see how that goes. Howell up to a 73. Looks like Ryan Francis is growing. Oh, yeah, by the way, Ryan Francis is not the son of Ron Francis, like I said in the last video. I apologize for that. Ty Delandria, who we just acquired, up to a 72. Tucker Tynan has grown as well. Brett Kim has grown as well, up to a 62. So not bad growth from a couple of our rookies there. But other than that, that's probably going to wrap it up, guys. Let's just take a look. I don't think the AHL squad made it. Oh, my God, no way. So 2 years in a row, we've won the President's Trophy, 131 points. Look at that record. Oh, man, we're going to have a reputation of having the best AHL team, that's for sure, especially the way I sign players. The Sockeyes will, you know what? I think we still have time in this video. Let's just quickly go through the Sockeyes playoff run here. Look at that guy, UC Ikonen with 81 points. What a stud. Let's just see how they do before we end off this video, and then the next video we'll get into the year 2 offseason. So let's just sim ahead. All right, so we're facing Bennington again in the first rounds. Let's just sim a couple of games. Loss, win, loss. If we lose this next one, we're done. And loss. Wow, we lost in OT. Look at that. We lose in the first round with the team that gets 138 points lose in the first round. What a bust. Oh, that's all right. But, guys, it's going to wrap up for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below. Anything you want me to do in this franchise or anything you see, please leave a comment down below. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel as well. That always helps. I'll see you guys in the next video when we hit up year number 2 offseason and some more changes to the Seattle Kraken right here in the NHL 20 GMO commentary series on the Armchair GMs Sports Network. Take it easy.